Okay, guys, I'm in my car today. Thinking about something that happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I went bikini shopping. In November, after being in COVID lockdown, because we're going on family vacation. Now, this is something that I narrowly escaped yesterday. And I don't know if this applies to you or not, ladies, but being under fluorescent light in a dressing room in November, trying on bikinis, isn't always the most fun afternoon. And let me explain this to you. So look, you might be thinking that, okay, Jen, you were like a fitness person. I was for a very long time. But here's what I want to share with you guys. I'm not anymore. And my body's different. And so is my life. So I want to share with you what I did to manage my mind and to give myself grace, and how I want you to do the same thing and how it is possible. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Ludington. I like to be known as Jen, the Generator. And I love helping women empower themselves and generate their own power so they can start blowing up the beliefs that don't serve them and really start living the life that they were meant for. And I have to say, yesterday was like this amazing situation where before I would never have gotten through this, right? I would have self-sabotaged myself. I would have beat myself up in my brain. I would have told myself a million stories that were self-deprecating and horrible, that things I would never say out loud. And yesterday I didn't. And I'm a little bit emotional about it because I know how hard it has been for me to accept the changes as I'm getting older, as my body's changing, and the identity that I once had is no longer what serves me now. So, okay, so let me explain to you a little bit about how I want to support you today, okay? So in the dressing room, I started down that path of my abs don't look the same. My ass doesn't look the same. I've got cellulite, I'm white, and I can pinch an inch, and all these things are going through my mind. And then I realized something. Those aren't my values. My values aren't about me having a six-pack. They aren't about me looking great in a bikini. Those were the things that I thought made me valuable at one point in my life. Those were the things at one point in my life that made me feel worthy. That was the mask that I wore. But listen to what happened. Yesterday, I was like, in order for me to have those rocked out abs and have that fitness bikini perfect body, I also have to compromise my values. Because in order to have that, I've got to disconnect. I've got to spend hours at the gym. I've got to not be with my family. I've got to not serve my community. I've got to not be a great business owner because I'm going to be so obsessed with the way that I look. Those aren't even my values. Those are externally given to me about how we're supposed to live into some unattainable body image. And I had to manage my mind. I had to blow up those old beliefs so that I could start living the life that I know I'm meant to live. A bigger life than a six-pack. Let's be clear. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting that. What I'm saying is it doesn't align with me. And I spent so much of my time thinking that that's what I needed to do to be good enough and valuable enough. It's not. And listen, if you're chasing that right now, if you're beating yourself up because you don't look a certain way, or you don't look like you used to, or before COVID, or any of those things, I want to share with you something right now. Do those fitness values or those external values, are they really yours? Do they really make you feel aligned and connected and authentic and good? They don't for me anymore. I value health because it gives me the value of freedom, and I can move my body in a way that allows me to go on adventures with my family. Not because I'm looking for a six-pack. Because in order for me to have a six-pack, I won't be able to go on vacation with my family and have chips and guacamole, or go to a beautiful restaurant and enjoy it, or lay on the beach and not stress about going to the gym for 2 hours. I don't want that. That's not who I be. That's not what I want. I want to be able to do all the things that keep me healthy, but I want to be able to have the connection and the things that really I value in my life. And what I realized yesterday standing there in that mirror is that this body that I have right now is amazing because it is in alignment with my values. I'm not striving to live into somebody else's expectations of who I should be. I'm living my own. And that body that I have now has given birth. It's brought me to the tops of mountains, but it's also allowed me to connect to my community and pull women forward and teach them that if it's not in alignment with your values, it's not worth the effort. And to get connected to your values and stop self-sabotaging yourself is the first step that I teach in my programs. And you guys, I'm so passionate about this because it was one of the first times I've ever been able to just say, I love my body. Standing in these fluorescent lights in the middle of November after being on lockdown with COVID, because this body is in alignment with my values. The rocked out six-pack body that was obsessed with food and couldn't go anywhere because I was afraid to eat, or I was exercising for 4 to 5 hours a day, no joke. That's not who I value. That's not what I value in my life. This body represents what I value. And maybe it's not perfect, and that's okay. Maybe it's not fitness rocked out, and that's okay. Maybe I've got a couple inches here and there. Maybe I've got an extra 5 pounds, and that's okay. Because I'm living my truth, and you get to too. So listen, that's what I wanted to share today. I know it's a little different than what I've been talking about, but I've just really felt called to tell every woman out there, stop living into the external expectations. It's unrealistic. And start living for you. Start living your values, because your family's going to thank you. You're going to thank you, and you're going to stop being exhausted. You're going to stop being run down. You're going to stop being overwhelmed, and you instead are going to start to actually feel joy and fulfillment and acceptance when you learn to live into your values. Okay, as you guys can see, it's passionate. I'm passionate about this. So listen, again, my name is Jennifer Ludington. I'm a high performance mindset coach, and I used to be a fitness coach. I'm not anymore, because I realized after a long time of doing that, that's not my value. I don't need to prove myself. My abs don't need to look a certain way for me to be worthy. My values are connection and service and freedom. And that's what health is for me now. It's freedom. It's not about my abs. So I'm going to post on social media today, actually maybe tomorrow. I took a picture of myself to show you the difference of how I used to live an externally value-driven body and how that made me miserable, literally miserable and exhausted and overwhelmed, and broke down my health in ways that were, I can't even explain to you, right? It led to eating disorders, bulimia, anorexia, overexercise. And then I'm going to show a picture of you and how I look now and how I'm living into my values. And how this body is the best body I've ever created, because it's a body rooted in my values. And I want that for you, because I know some of you might be struggling. You might not be, I don't know, but some of you might be with this. And if you're struggling with this, I guarantee you, if you need support in finding your values and realigning, I can support you there. I'm going to be doing a Black Friday thing. I know everybody is, but I'm going to be giving you I'm going to give you the self-sabotage. I'm giving away a 5-part mini series on getting out of self-sabotaging mental behavior. But I'm also including ways to help you get healthy with your body as freebies, and healthy eating patterns, and how to manage how to eat and exercise in a nourishing way instead of a punishing way. So I felt like that was really, self-sabotage can be all different things, but a lot of women sabotage themselves with their health, right? Eating and exercise and food and all that. So I included that as bonuses in this little 5-part mini series. It's a video mini series. It's a mini course, and you get lifetime access to it. I'm doing that between now and Black Friday. And I'm including some tips and tricks that I've used to help me nourish myself so my brain is right, my hormones are right, and I stop self-sabotaging, so I can retrain how to think about food and exercise also. So I'm just doing that as a bonus, because you're going to get so much out of the self-sabotage freedom videos and the mini course, but I'm also doing that as a bonus. So I'll pop the link here if you guys want to take a look at it. I also included some meditations and some other bonuses for Black Friday that I thought would really support you during this crazy time. Holidays are crazy. And especially for women, because we're going a million directions, we're serving so many people, and sometimes we forget to serve ourselves, and we get caught in that self-sabotage and negative self-talk, right? All right, you guys, I'm here to listen. If you ever need anything, reach out to me, and if you want to share this, I would love it, because women need to hear it. Just tag me, and if you want more content on values, you can go to my YouTube channel. I've got tons of stuff there. It's really helpful, and it's free. And then I'll pop the link here for that new self-sabotage video series I've got. Okay, bye guys. Have a great weekend. And I'll post pictures of me tomorrow in all my glory, all my fluorescent light glory. Bye.